Wheel of Fortune. Well, you know, there's a little bit of learning there because at least you learn some expressions, you know, and fine tune your familiarity with the English language that way. And anytime you can do that, you know, that's good. But
so there's a neuroscientific theory now saying that if you fill your head with that crap, there's no room for anything else.
Right. I wouldn't call that a theory. That's true. I mean,
so
I've always thought that.
People would say that about Jeopardy and Who's a Millionaire.
Well, no.
Wheel of Fortune, it would all be the
no. Because some of it is crap, but some of it is not, and some of it are actually doors to other knowledge. For instance, they'll have these questions that pop up. Which planet would float in water if you had a bathtub and if they could fit in the bathtub? And the answer was Saturn. Well, you know. Huh?
The only one. Is there more than one?
Well, there are 9. Well, now 8 planets. But
no, I mean that can float on water.
Yeah.
All
Saturn.
of them?
No, Saturn.
Just one.
Yeah, just one. Apparently. So that's a curiosity that's worth investigating, and if you want
How
it,
many rocks can float on water?
rocks, pumice, probably.
Just one.
Yeah, I don't know of any others that would. And every once in a while, okay, I had read about this before, so I was already familiar with it, but they did have something on Who Wants to Be a Millionaire about this star planet they discovered about 4,000 light years away that is comprised, they figure, mostly of diamond. Because the signature, the chemical signature getting from it is carbon, and it's not really a planet, it's more like a neutron star that's collapsed, and there's another neutron star orbiting it like a binary system that's bigger and has sucked all the atmosphere off of this other one. But they figure because it's so dense and it's got a heavy carbon signature, that therefore the core must be diamond. It has to be in the form of diamond. Yeah, an entire planet is totally diamond. And this was, I'd already known this, but it did appear on Who Wants to Be a Millionaire. And somebody who had not been paying attention, or I just saw this on the, I'm checking my email, one of those email news items that I found out about that. So that's, that's not trivia. That's a nugget of knowledge, for sure. And if you dispute that, I will argue.
Nugget of knowledge.
But
Yes.
how would you know it's a fact? Does it come from
Well, that's true. You're taking the word of these.
source? A repeatable source?
The only source I have is it was a news item from on my email, which has been, I mean, I haven't had any reason to question them before, and it's plausible.
Oh yeah, well the universe is immense.
Yeah.
Anything can happen.
Right.
So the possibilities are limitless.
Yeah.
But okay, well,
Anyway, that's
but there's no discussion. It's just a fact.
Not yet.
When there's no discussion,
You can bet there's somebody out there now trying to plot. Now, what if we could extract that?
no, yeah, but I mean, Who's a Millionaire and in Jeopardy, it's just a fact. They don't go to what are the implications of that or what is the meaning of that or
No, but if you're smart enough, that comes, with the territory. And most of the people that watch that are not that close-minded.
It seems most of the contestants aren't that smart. They're just basically middle-class people that have learned a lot of facts because they don't. There's nothing really deep about it.
I would dispute that. For instance, on the Who Wants to Be a Millionaire, even when they don't know the answer, they go through a logical process to figure it out, and it's kind of interesting. Even
because they know lots of facts. They can say, oh, it's easier.
process of elimination type of thing.
The information what the facts they know, but not necessarily they're wiser or knowing them.
Well,
Is there any truth that the shows are rigged?
well, of course they had the scandal, 50 years ago when they were rigged for sure.
Mhm.
But
I mean, if they don't let people like you in, I think they're rigged.
oh yeah, they are kind of rigged, yeah, in a way, in their
They're
selection
rigged.
process, because yeah. But
mean,
they're not rigged like they were 50 years ago, or is really
Somebody knows the answer ahead of time.
Yeah, and or in the
Or knows
case
the
of
question,
Herbert,
yeah.
Well,
Herbert
all
Stemple
know
knew the answer, and they forced him to not get it.
They all know the answer before, ahead of time, but on their own.
Maybe.
No, you have to know the
So the nuggets of knowledge, those are nuggets, but it means this is a little thing. Do you link the nuggets?
Well, you have
What-
to start with getting them, and then make the links later on your own. Each individual mind has to do that on its own. In a sense, although everything is potentially propaganda, at least that's the least oppressive form of propaganda. Is giving you just the facts. Hey, and now you do it as you will to make a theory out of that, or connections with other sources of knowledge, etc.
So I make a connection with this. Obviously, just a celebrity that they fabricated out of this reality show things about her butt and marrying this guy and
Oh,
I mean it's just total junk.
Right,
I mean,
that's
no-
junk. But you can't throw the baby out with the bathwater, is what I'm saying. There are nuggets of knowledge inside the trash. And that's where they get you. On the quiz shows, at least. If you want to get some of these nuggets of knowledge. Unless you can afford to spend all your time reading all the sources that there you have, you're kind of dependent on them to get some of these.
Yeah.
I mean,
So I noticed on
you can't be enslaved to them and depend on them exclusively for the nuggets of knowledge, but as just an additional source.
See, isn't that I mean, like